think you're about to be ready.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I'm thinking now. I don't want to ruin. I think it's kind of fun.
Viens, petite fille, dans mon comics, viens faire de mieux, viens faire de.
Welcome to another episode of Made Up. I'm your host, Danny Volk. And we are... Where are we?
We are in the mountains in Banff.
We're at the Banff Center with Tamara Kuselman. Thanks for having us.
Oh, thank you.
So what is this space? This is not your studio, but it's a space that you work in.
Yeah, this is like the conference room.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I kind of find it fascinating with all these chairs that remind me also the mountains that are outside.
Oh, yeah.
So I decided to use this space as a working space.
So you've done some videos in here?
Yeah, so actually we did some kind of performances in which video was incorporated in this performative activities, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
Danny,
Mm-hmm.
are you ready to get made up?
Let's do it. So where are you from originally?
I was born in Argentina and then I moved to Barcelona, where I studied my bachelor and like sculpture, and then I moved to Amsterdam. So I'm living in Amsterdam right now. I finished my master this year, and now I don't know where I'm going next, but I'm staying there for a while.
What school did you go to in Amsterdam?
Sandberg Institute.
So, but you do have quite a hectic schedule after you leave Banff, right? Going to Brazil for a
I'm
while.
going to Brazil. There is this like triennial in Sorocaba. Yeah, I'm presenting 2 performances. And actually, while I'm making you this makeup,
Uh-huh.
the performers are rehearsing for the first time.
So who's running that rehearsal?
It's a friend of mine. Yeah, I mean, I realize like that I'm very interested in like control and how control can be, delegated and at the same time shared, or I don't know. I'm trying to like research also in different ways of directing, how you can direct without being this like main figure, and how you need to embrace somehow who are you working with. When I choose people, it's like contemplating what they bring. If you feel that they are open and they are generous, you will have so much content that you weren't considering in the first place, you know. So I come from a very like kind of conceptual school in Barcelona, in which you were like kind of, you had an idea and you had to find a way of like formalize this idea, but the idea was like the main thing. Lately I'm more interested in see how, even if I have a structure that is quite clear, this like remote direction and this person performing and these chairs and whatever, is like feeling that through this frame I can get to the content very easily, just allowing these elements to work by themselves.
Tell me a little bit about your time here at the residency.
I don't know, I have the feeling that I'm really having the chance to explore new ways of working. I applied here with a project. It was based in a story of an Argentinian writer called Julio Cortázar. It's about this house, this couple of siblings that they are in the late 40s and they live in the family house, and one day the brother hears there is a sound in the back side of the house, and they said, okay, the house was taking over, and they decided to keep living in the front house, not really taking care of what was going on in their own house. I was kind of interested in this kind of denial and this like silent taking over. And so I'm working with this designer in Amsterdam right now. We are making this 3D video. And at the same time, I wanted to have some kind of like performative material together with that. So basically I'm developing this content. I'm kind of interested in this like a generating material that then I will ended up like formalizing at some point. You know, just collecting things that I'm interested in and seeing how they can work together afterwards, but not really like planning like step by step as I used to do.
Do you have anything coming up?
I'm participating in this group show in London called Feel the Discourse, in which I'm presenting actually the project with which I graduated. It's called Every Day is a New Day and Everybody's Alright, really. So I make some kind of like a reinterpretation of these elements from old works of mine. So this was kind of like a first part, it was like a retrospective. And now it will be, instead of these elements like start from my own practice, as it's a group show, I will be working with elements from these other artists' works. So I will have to negotiate with them which kind of element I can take, what can I do, you know, like, for example, I don't know, like there is a sculpture that has, I don't know, 3 elements, and I can take one of them and maybe just make a painting instead of like having it as a sculpture, or I don't know, a text that can become a song.
So do you consider your work collaborative?
Sure, that word is a bit dangerous, but yeah. I'm interested in like working with other people. I was reading this interview that someone did to Herzog. I find it very interesting how he embraced working with others, because I think I'm very interested in this like way of working in films, where everybody has a role and everybody has a responsibility. And it's not about like authorship, it's about like roles. I found that in art it's very difficult to give this space for other people to be visible somehow, because if you work with other people, it's always like, yeah, I don't know, it's tough. I found that in cinema or theater, maybe it's different.
Right.
And I like that.
So tell me a little bit about the inspiration for this makeup job.
I love this shirt. My mom gave it to me as a gift. Actually, she bought it for herself, and actually I took it. So I thought, oh, these shapes are so nice. So then I'm thinking it could be nice as you're staring at me and I'm staring at you to make this kind of like mirror thing. It's like kind of like, I feel like you could like imprint your face here and you could take... Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
All right, let's look at it. Cool. Ooh, I'm like all gold. That's great. So are you going to show your mom?
Oh yeah, she will love it.
Say that you let your friend borrow the shirt and then something happened.
Something happened.
It's just reproducing.
Yeah.
It's a crazy pattern.
Yeah. She will love it.
It looks
For
great.
sure, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Danny.
This has been Made Up with Danny Volk. We'll see you next time.
Je suis là.